y'all don't really want it like that. Yeah. Here comes the, no, here comes the, oh, here comes the, y'all don't really want it like that.
G'day folks, welcome to another NQ Petro Brothers Seniors Weekly Wrap, proudly brought to you by ASN Cairns for all of your supplement needs. Big shout out to and thank you to Robbie Swain for filling in last week. Didn't quite look like Brad Pitt, but still looked a hell of a lot better than I do, and did a wonderful job. So Swainy, the job is yours anytime you would like it. Moving on to the games though, we took on Suburbs here at Stan Williams Park. Unfortunately only in 2 grades, as Suburbs again forfeited their Colts to us. Pretty disappointing. They forfeited when we took them on out there. They've had a couple of games where they have played, and then they've pulled the pin against us for the 2nd time this year, which has left our boys without a game for a number of weeks now, before heading into a pretty important clash next week. But we did get underway with the Tropic Wings reserve grade side, coming away with a 20-all draw against a Suburb side that always seems to be pretty hard to handle for our guys. 4 tries apiece. They couldn't be split with the goal kicking either. Unfortunately, as mentioned, we just didn't quite get away with the win, but it was great to see new player Musa Fauna in his first game in a number of years get across the stripe and off the nudie run. So great work, Musa, and well done to the reserve grade side. Moving into the main clash, our NQ Petro A grade side got off to a bit of a disgruntled start. Wasn't the greatest of hit-outs, but it was probably the best performance this year by Abu Pearson. We went to the half-time break leading just slenderly 12 points to 10 before Suburbs kicked away with a couple of tries, but fortunately we were able to peg them back with 3 late tries in a 5 tries apiece hit-out. It was the goal kicking of Maestro Georgie House that got us over the line with a 28 points to 26 win. The tries sort of shared around. Concerning might be the fact that Suburbs tries were scored by their outside backs, so a little bit of work to do there, but it certainly shows that our core held their hands up throughout the duration of the match, and that's always a pleasing thing. Moving forward into this week though, a couple of real tough hit-outs. It'll be a top of the table clash in the Colts game. We're sitting in first, but we'll meet a 2nd place Innisfail, who similarly have had a pretty disrupted preparation with a number of forfeits and a bye thrown in there as well. But it should be a high quality encounter, that game, if both sides are able to get their first choice sides on the paddock. Whilst our 5th place reserve grade side will be meeting the 3rd place Leps. If we get the win, we'll leapfrog those guys up the ladder. So best of luck, gentlemen. Whilst in A grade, Innisfail always dangerous, and they're starting to find their feet as they come into the pointy end of the season, and this shapes up to undoubtedly be the match of the round. Fingers crossed both sides again get their best sides and best players onto the paddock for what really will be a great game of Cairns local rugby league. Adding to the intrigue of the day, with the numbers that both sides have that unfortunately unable to grab a game in either of the open age groups, what we will be trialling for the league is a league tag game, so similar to Oztag rugby league rules, but with the tag belts. 9 aside on the paddock, so it should be some nice open free flowing footy, and it'll give everyone a bit of a hit out this weekend, so there's plenty of footy to be played by everyone who's keen. Fingers crossed we go down to Calendar Park, come away with the results of Saturday night, and really put our head down and work towards the finals, which are just around the corner. Until next week, go the fish.
Win a game like that, boys. It goes a long way. You can win games by 30 points like week in, week out, but until you know you test your mettle and your back's against the wall, boys, you get used to that. Okay, let's just not make a habit of it, okay? My hair's going grey enough as it is. So let's get this song sung and get something, let's sing it nice and loud. Get up, mate. Oh, sorry, boys.
Boys, man of the match this week goes to the captain, big captain.
Alright, boys, let's continue the clapping.